So you were drinking out with the homies?
Okay, so it was Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
Football. Okay,
And
that makes sense.
I was at the dorms. And I think we had just made this beer bong.
That's copyrighted.
Yeah, we just made this beer bong and a couple.
You probably did with a lot of bongs back in college, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so we had a beer bong, and what we did is that for this beer bong, we had invited people over, everybody at the dorm who was still there. We didn't go home for the weekend.
Like party with a beer bong.
Exactly, and we were like every touchdown, and I think it was the Steelers Cardinals.
Oh, shit,
That's a fucking that's a high scoring game.
Oh dude, I got so tore up because the problem was that we started taking beer bongs every touchdown, and I think we got to halftime, and I was buzzing it. And that's when the hard alcohol came.
We're like, we don't have more beer, let's do shots.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad, but fuck it. And then out of nowhere, it was Bacardi 151.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
And
nice.
we just poured like a bunch of shots, and we were just taking shots during halftime. And before I know it, a game of beer pong started.
And you're in it.
No, I was referee because I'm like, nah, I'm too drunk. But then I guess some girls were playing, and they were like, "Oh, I can't drink this."
You're that guy who's like, "I'll take the shots."
Fuck it, yeah. So I started drinking and drink. Dude, by the end of the night, I just remember the game. I didn't finish watching the Super Bowl. I just remember like around 9:00. I was like, oh dude, I need to sit. And there's a common room where like the television and everything, and they were just kicking it in there. And I went in there and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys watching? Is that? And I puked all over myself. And then I just hear my friends going, get a trash can, get a trash can.
He's dying.
Yeah, because I just remember looking at the TV and I'm like, fuck, what is this? Is this Batman? And one of my friends like, no, it's and
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude. I just remember I puked and I projectile vomited, but it wasn't even like it was a clean vomit.
Did you catch somebody?
No.
Oh.
It was right in front, but like I almost caught the 64 that we had. I think everyone was worried about that. They pushed the 64 out of the way. And they ended up bringing like the trash can, and I ended up puking. I'm like, thanks, bro, thanks. Oh my god, I don't feel good. But then they're like, oh, dude, let me help you up to your room. I'm like, no, fuck you, dog. I don't need help. So I go stumbling up to my room.
You're a fucking thug.
I went stumbling up to my room, and I guess they were behind me, making sure I got to my room. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, dude, you guys can leave. Go, leave me the fuck alone. And then
you sound like a mean drunk, bro.
So they left, and I was changing. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I better take a shower because I feel gross. And then I grab a towel, and dude, I remember just stumbling into the thing.
Naked?
No.
Oh, I was like...
No, my clothes, I ended up, what's it called? Getting into the shower.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, I could do this. I fucking turn on the water, and it was nothing but hot water, and I'm like, oh, this feels so fucking good. And I'm just like, I'm slouched right there on the stall, and then out of nowhere, the next thing I remember is my friend Alex walking into the restroom like at 8 a.m. He's like, hey, Arthur, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. I had ended up falling asleep in the men's stall, because it was a communal shower.
So you were
one of those?
Yeah, it was a communal shower.
So you were like naked, right?
Yeah.
And you had I
just fell asleep.
And you fell asleep, fell over?
Well, no, I slumped down. That's how he got
the first
Wait, and didn't you also block the drain so the water was overflowing?
Okay, I'm getting. That's how he ended up finding out I was in the shower, because he was like, dude, water's spilling out. What is it, clogged? I'm like, nah. I just moved my leg, and I'm like, we're all cool, bro. We're all cool. And I went back to sleep. I ended up waking up an hour later, and I was like, oh, dude, like, I just felt like
you prude?
shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was all pruny.
You look like an old ass man.
Benjamin Button?
And I was just like, oh, dude, I was like...
There's a troll in the restroom.
The highest water building ever had.
But yeah, no, I had left that water running the whole night.
I ain't paying the bill. Fuck
For real.
Damn, the RA didn't come find you or anything?
Nah. I just remember my friend just came out and he was like, dude, that was the craziest thing. You slept like in a bunch of piles of men's jizz.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck you.
Fucking
then,
guys beat off in
dude,
there.
I'm not even
Who's
kidding.
beating off on
Like
it?
3 or 4.
You cocky
They like his wrinkly
Super
skin.
Bowl Sunday.
10 points if you hit the mouth. Nah, dog. So like, and I remember like 3 of my friends coming up to me and being like, "Dude,
They
you
got
know, like I've jerked off in there before." And I'm like, "Dude, why the fuck would you tell me that?" It's like, "Oh, this
just
is
let
disgusting."
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
Just don't tell me.
Don't tell me, dog.
It's like if the RA would have asked you, you know, like, what happened to him? I'm like, oh, he tried to suck his own dick and passed out. He said he could do it. He was drunk. He passed out. We let him just kind of sleep it off.
Was like your face resting on the floor? Though?
No, it was on. There was.
It was.
No, it was a
You
tile.
just had jizz and
You don't think people jizz on the tiles?
No, it was where the curtain's at. There's like this little border that prevents the water from going outside of that. That's where my head was, but my body was on the fucking floor.
Oh, okay.
So
that's still
like,
a floor technically.
Yeah.
Dog. It's just a little bit up.
well, okay, yeah, but I doubt people are aiming for that.
Who's aiming? Who's aiming, dog?
I know.
Who's all like, I gotta get into the fucking hole, the drain, dog?
Okay, who's shooting wildly? Like, God! Fucking, what are those fucking...
You get into it sometimes. You know?
Water wiggle?
You water wiggle.
You know some food's pissed on that, so you know that.
Pissed, jizzed, for sure.
Yeah, dog. It all comes out.
I'm just like, afterwards, like, if you just grab a black light and then just kind of like go through Arthur, it's just, he's all white.
In the dark.
What happened to you, man?
Oh, man, yeah. But that's
Did you ever get as fucked up as that night? Well, you have, but...
What the fuck did you
Did
just
you
ask?
say that I get ass fucked?
Right? Did you just get ass fucked up?
Like, that fucked up.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Have you ever been
Good
as...
thing Nestor wasn't there.
For real.
It would have been big wings all over again, dog. I gotta bend him over so he throws up, dog.
Well, you
He's
never...
choking. Let's put the eye in the comment.
Alright, so you've never been that fucked
We gotta
up
pump
again.
it out of him.
No, yeah, there's been a couple times.
But you've never passed out in the shower again?
In my own shower, yeah.
That's
But,
like the best place.
Oh, like at home?
No, not at home. When I had the apartment.
Oh, okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
guys had a shower. In
So that
it
was
wasn't something that you were
You're a
Yeah.
smart drunk though, dog. That seems like the best place.
Yeah.
To knock out and be a bathtub. If it's yours and not communal.
I mean, if you
it's
throw
yours.
up-
The communal one was bad.
That's bad because you got jizz on you
Hey.
for sure, dog.
But
I
honestly,
mean, in
the
your own
best
house,
place
you
to
still
pass
probably
out
got jizz, though.
is with the water.
It's your family jizz, so it's all good.
Oh, it's the community's. It's not a
I've
community
never
jizz.
felt closer to my dad.
I mean, that's what you used to be for some
Brothers!
You wake up,
You
there's somebody
just-
else's pube in your face.
You're just reverting back to the.
I made it!
I'm back, brothers.
Plus, it's good for your skin, dude. Well.
Fucking gross.
Well, I mean.
Is that why your skin's so clear?
He has such baby soft skin.